What's happening, my beautiful people? My name is LaBelle. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. If you've not hit that notification, run it up, ring that doorbell, slap it, smack it, talk to it. That's the energy that we're on. We have the Ligue 1, and we're gonna rank all of the Ligue 1. And ironically, I feel as if we're missing some players. We didn't get a flashback. Maybe we're missing an SBC. I only count 17 total players. Normally we'd have 19 or 20. So am I missing anyone? Is this on me? Am I misstepping? Am I out of rhythm? If you haven't liked the video, it would be high-key appreciated if you could do that. It's good for the algorithm. And comment below. Do you agree? Do you disagree? I try to have some controversy. We go in bold. We like to have opinions, strong ones. We don't waddle. We don't sit on the fence. We don't ride the banister. Criteria: must be team of the season Ligue 1. No surprise. And this is performance based, so I'm not evaluating or equating price points. I am looking to film with Ivan Lapagna. You might have seen the episode last week where we do take that into consideration. It joins the conversation. Let's get started. This man with the mask, barely a blue. Wingers with a 3-star weak foot, 3-star skill moves, instant problem, issue. You got an asterisk next to your name. It's like when you have scuffs all over your sneakers. Your fit just won't look the same. Also some fraud stats. You've got issues for the meta. Pretty simple. That's why he finds himself in this position. Yilmaz. Some good times throughout the FIFA history books. Turning gonna be like a dump truck on 3 wheels. When you have low balance and you've got a lot of height, this negates some of the acceleration or the agility. In Yilmaz's case in particular, he also doesn't have high ball control or dribbling for the standard that we are currently expecting with team of the season iterations. There's a lot of problems in terms of you being able to break down an opposition, and then you have a 3-star to add some insult to injury or to misery. It's problematic. Fonte, quick review. He's not fast enough. 76 acceleration, 76 sprint speed, 62 agility, 70 balance, 75 stamina. Who's he stopping? This man is gassed, going up a couple flights of stairs. Couldn't live in a walk-up apartment. I'm not sure if walk-up apartments are common in a bunch of cities outside of New York. I do see them in Europe quite frequently. Many of the big cities across the US are new enough where they've lost some of those original buildings and the historical characteristics. What I'm trying to say is everything's got an elevator. Navas! My stance has not shifted or changed with goalkeepers. If anything, this probably tells you that the previous 3 players are not impressive. Goalkeeper super subjective. Navas has not been that special this year. I don't believe in this upgrade. If you love him, please get in the comments, but he's not going to be one of these top tier goalkeepers for yours truly. Henrique, decent. A little more strength would be a plus. He actually reminds me or has some similarities to Quadrado. However, he doesn't have that skill move package to create a degree of separation. It's like if you wanted a strawberry and you got a peach. I like both, but I would have preferred the strawberry. Not sure if that analogy or comparison or metaphor is really going to connect properly. We've got issues with the Wi-Fi. The point that I'm making is that he is good, but he is not great. There are some limitations. And this is if we're looking at scaling on what's available, not only in this league, but just in general for this position. Andre, dominant CDM type of player. If you are a traditionalist, maybe even just a football enthusiast, this is that classic stopper. Sits on the back line, chases back, positioning on point, extremely physical. And his off time, he's moving boulders, building houses, skyscrapers, arts and crafts. But offensively, I'm not gonna co-sign. It's gonna be clear cut. If you get a breakaway or you need to have a moment of creativity, tiptoeing, edge of the box, Andre won't be that guy. Jonathan, and I wanna say Claus, not Klaus, just like Santa, Claus. He's a combo back, extremely high dribbling, pace, 6'1", and I say combo back because you could play him as a traditional fullback, or he would fit into that center back role. And many of you are started using the likes of a 3 at the back, where you need players that have this level of recovery, but still have enough presence and enough size to be a valued customer or an asset. You could make an argument that you want more strength. I'm just saying toss a chemistry style, bump that up a little bit. He starts with the 77. He's slide tackling and getting up and making interceptions before you're able to take advantage of him being on the ground. That is recovery, progressive. Marquinhos, he's going to be solid, reliable, I do have some questions about the true strength numbers associated with this foot item, or Marquinhos in general. I enjoyed his foot freeze previous iteration. I bring that up because you often get a player of a similar quality or has similar characteristics as their previous version, and then with the upgrade. So if you enjoyed the previous Marquinhos, whether it's an inform or it's a foot freeze, you're gonna like the team of the season. It is a better version, a more gifted and talented version, but his body type looks similar, his movement similar, positioning similar. You get where I'm going? I'm giving you some logic. I like to say that I'm practical. I try my best. Lucas, most underrated of this team of the season? That's my question to you. Please comment below. I also would like to know if you have him on even more of a stock increase, because I believe his movement could both be very positive and he could progress in your list. He could also go the other direction where you say, I'm not really feeling him. You're not getting on properly with this midfielder. I doubt that'll happen. I liked his previous informs as well, which kind of touches or reiterates what I was talking about with Marquinhos. You get the full salad here. You got the croutons, you got the dressing, you got the lettuce, maybe some extra chicken, tomatoes, and some onions. It's a healthy grab bag. Di Maria. If only he went to 5-star skills and a 4-star weak foot, that would have been a hell of an upgrade. But he does have a 3-star, which is good. And I think my question for all of you that are watching this video, do you enjoy Mahrez? Because this will be a similar package and an easier comparison with Di Maria. These guys are elitist and they're specialists. When you're looking at edge work, right around the box, enjoyability, skill moves, on skill moves, on skill moves, the touches, the moments of brilliance, but they are not pace merchants. If you get a deep through ball, you can't count on Mahrez or Di Maria, regardless of their stats, to have that extra breakaway or separation. They are more about those intricate storytelling, innovative, orchestrating, final third, breakdown having, unorthodox, creative solutions. I'm pretty happy with how I just described Di Maria and Mahrez. Kimpembe, is he the best free item that we've seen this year? I know I've issued that question. Pretty special. There's nothing statistically that I don't like here. I would order this appetizer on repeat. There's no real negative. I know there's some preference, and that's where we talk about center backs and defenders in general. Whether they're stepping, they're recovering, they're taking away space, you're getting some of the AI help when necessary, the automated challenge, so to speak, or the automated block, big presence, 6'2". This is a great market play because it's free. I know that doesn't necessarily come into the equation of where he is ranked. Remember, I'm talking performance, but I struggle to believe that you would not enjoy using Kimpembe in this year's installment. Memphis Depay. EA should have bumped him. We needed those 4-star weak foot, but 5 stats. You look at the alignment, 90 plus, generally going to put you in a fantastic position. He's got an interesting body type, and that will be my disclaimer. It will take you some time to get used to using and abusing with Memphis Depay. He's a little bit thicker, but you also get benefits from that as well. He can shrug somebody. He is a little more physical. It's noticed. Think of having a bigger version of the likes of a Fakir. Bamba. 5-star Bamba. Love this foot item. I like his previous versions as well. Previous iterations got busy. I did his, I think it was a player of the month. Then he had the headliners. Now he has a team of the season. Rapid, influential. There's really not much that I could say on a negative end here with Bamba. If you've used him, you're going to salute him. And he's more affordable. He's more reasonably priced than some of the top tier from this league in particular. You'll see when we get to the top 3, you've got to have major budgets. Heavy pockets, large and in charge. OR, one of the best value SBCs, and I love him. I completed him. You could argue outside of maybe a tall, this is the most versatile player that we have seen in FIFA 21. He's got to be in that conversation, at least in the top 5. You can literally play him as a fullback, a center mid, a holding mid, a winger, an attacking midfielder, and a striker. And I've used him in multiple positions, put him into motion this past weekend. If you've been watching some of the previous videos, you've seen his impact. I feel that he's best suited to be in some sort of center mid role. And if you don't play him there, then I would shift him to being on the wings. This is my opinion, of course. I just think that you maximize his potential and what he brings to the virtual pitch. Ben Yedderism. This is that rat. If you see Ben Yedder, it's over for you. We could just look at some of these stats between the front three. Hold on. 1.4 million currently. Some of you will argue the high work rates is a problem, but Ben Yedder gives you a certain craftiness around the edge of the box or inside the box. You often know what's happening. You can't stop it. He has a 5-star weak foot. The agility and the balance and the reactions, ball control, all this is authentic. All this is going to be extremely genuine. You have the curve. He's got the passing. It just doesn't have drawbacks. Outside of maybe you're arguing you don't love this price point, but I don't even think 1.4 is unreasonable for what you're really picking up here, what you're purchasing, or your purchase power. Mbappe, you know what to expect. I could do the same review if we really want to. If we're comparing like Ben Yedder, you get a player that's going to have a little more breakaway speed, even though I think Ben Yedder's special might be a better value grab. Also, this new Mbappe is extremely strong. 1v1, explosive, dynamic, prolific. He is a problem. Absolute one-man counterattack. Whether you're playing with a couple strikers, you got those leakouts, or you're playing him as a singular and a special individual, he is going to be able to get loose frequently, often, and you're not going to catch him. You're not finding him. This isn't a lost and found, or at least there's no found. Also has the 5-star skills, and Mbappe is one of the most meta players. Technically, that is saying the same thing twice. Most effective tactics available. This guy is the definition of meta, and his partner in crime, which leads me to number 1, has to be Neymar, even though that price tag is terrifying. I'm happy he's now under the 10 million mark. Over the weekend, I think you were going to pay closer to 11, maybe 11.5. 5-star weak foot, 5-star skill moves. This unbelievable Brazilian with all the techers. And he's just so mechanical with his side-to-side movements. There's not a better player in terms of being able to turn or make defenders look out of place to win those types of 1v1s. And then when you look at the upgraded pace and his breakaway and just everything that you know you're getting with this Neymar, it's one of those you get what you pay for. It just costs a lot. You're going to lose your arms, your legs, your girlfriend. You're submitting everything in order to make this pickup, but without a doubt, one of the most, if not the most, valued attacker or winger or striker. And you also have the position switch, which is beneficial for many of you when you're linking together squads. I'm not going to sit here and talk more about the price tag. If you can afford them, you go for it. If you can't, you keep it moving. Thanks again for watching. If you've enjoyed everything, make sure to drop some love. Also, if you want to interact and engage with everything that's happening, if you need the live stream, if you want the gameplay and the interaction from a long standpoint of content, go to Twitch. We're on Twitter every day. We're on Instagram every day. You get the day-to-day updates, the behind the scenes. You get to know what's happening kind of before it drops on the YouTube channel, at least in some instances. But I have a lot more content coming out ASAP. Run up the comments. Let me know, what are your thoughts?